I've always found myself very fortunate to be part of an industry that will really at times be very challenging, but we face those challenges together. The industry was recovering from BSE and still very much in the midst of trying to figure out what the future would look like. I remember the day when the Value Creation and Competitiveness Committee, the Canadian Cattlemen's Association, was having a discussion about the succession of the beef industry. Rob Somerville, one of the directors, said, if we don't take care of the industry right now, the future is going to look really grim, and that includes having more young people around the table. I took it not only as the table itself involved in the associations, but also in the industry and who would be taking over these farms. With that, there was a directive to build some kind of program or to have some kind of initiative that could help the industry be more appealing to those who could potentially make a living at it, and also develop some kind of leadership training to have people want to be a part of policy. One of the ways that you can make a program successful long-term is to build partners. We felt it was really important at the beginning that our sponsors felt that they were able to connect with each and every one of these semi-finalists and then finalists along their journey.
The goal of this program is to create advocates for the industry. To be an advocate for an industry, you got to be able to open your mouth, and you got to be able to speak with confidence, and you got to be able to be able to speak to the topic and maybe change somebody's opinion maybe, but at the end of the day, at least speak knowledgeably and wisely. When we were told by our clients what to support, this one continues to fit that bill. It's youth, and then every graduate that comes out of it just adds to its, yeah, we did the right thing by supporting this one, because we continue to see them spit out 16 new grads every year and 24 that qualify to get there. And from our standpoint, you'll never go wrong sponsoring youth.
It took me 2 times to in order to get into CYL. I was pretty young when I applied first time in university, and I had kind of an idea of what I wanted to get out of a mentorship experience, but maybe not some specifics. And so when 2 years later, I knew exactly what I wanted and I applied and I made it all the way. And I remember getting there the second time, and you're meeting people, like-minded people from across the country, and it can be really intimidating because everyone's really impressive. It's a bit daunting, but I just sort of stuck to, what I want to get out of it, and, let my sort of passion for the industry and knowledge of the industry kind of shine through in the roundtable discussions, and I got it. And so for me, the experience was it meant so much more because I had to work hard to get it.
I was so impressed with the beef industry. I think a lot of people saw that unless we get people interested or unless we groom some of these young people to want to be a part of it, then we're going to be in a pickle.
The CYL program, well, come on. That's the Cadillac of mentorship programs in Canadian agriculture. It is so good.
There's sort of 2 components of the CYL program. There is the mentorship component with your mentor, and then there's the industry development component as well. And so the mentorship component and the exposure to the sector for that 8 to 9 months, it's kind of that full immersion during that time. But once you have made those connections, it just keeps spiraling, and all these opportunities just keep coming even after you've graduated.
You are being matched with somebody who is eager to learn and eager to advance something in an area that I am interested. You might be able to help them, and that is quite rewarding. But you know what? There's another part. And that is, it allows nostalgia to come back, and you get a chance to go back and kind of relive this. That is fun when you can use your network to be able to help them grow, and they want to grow.
I truly do believe the Cattlemen's Young Leaders Program was a part of a great succession plan. I applaud each and every one of those mentors for the time and efforts that they made, and thank them for making the beef industry what it is today.
We consider the Cattlemen's Young Leaders one of the great success stories of our activities over the last 10 years. And it's very gratifying to see these young leaders now ascend into various leadership positions in the industry. And a special note of thanks to the mentors who took part in the training. We look forward to the next 10 years.
When we did decide to have the selections during the Canadian Beef Industry Conference, it was the 5-year reunion. For the first time ever, everyone was saying, who are all these people at this conference? We're used to seeing all the same people. And all of a sudden, there was 110 new people, new faces in the crowd. Going back to Rob Somerville's original question to the Canadian Cattlemen's Association board, how do we get more young people interested in wanting to be a part of our industry? Bam, we've done it. Most of the really special moments could have taken place out of country. Meeting with the National Cattlemen's Beef Association, their presidents, we were there with our leadership to talk about the importance of partnership between our two countries. That's deep, that's meaningful, and that's really strategic on the part of the Canadian Cattlemen's Association to continuously groom the next generation of leaders on both sides of the border.
Some of the cool things that I've been able to do is I'm actually a rural counselor. And so that's kind of crazy that things that I thought, one day I really want to be a policy advisor, and one day I really want to be a municipal counselor. I got to do those two things in 1 year. That is all thanks to the Cattlemen Young Leaders Program and the networking that and exposure really that I've had thanks to the program.
These are all our future leaders, and it's great to have them.
One of the things I loved the most about the CYL program was the travel opportunities that it offered. Not only did I get to go out to Douglas Lake Ranch in BC to visit my mentor during the program, I was also lucky enough to be sent to Kilkenny, Ireland to attend the Global Roundtable for Sustainable Beef Conference in 2018. I'll never forget receiving a text message from Jill Harvey about 3 years ago encouraging me to apply to the CYL program, and I have to be honest, I completely thought she was joking. I thought, why would someone with my background in aerospace engineering and currently working as a filmmaker possibly be a fit for a mentorship program in the beef industry? But a lot of the work that I do is in the beef industry, and with Jill's encouragement, I did apply, got accepted, and it turned out to be an unforgettable experience, both personally and professionally.
It gave me an opportunity to not only expand my network, but has also created contacts for me all across the country. So I'm very grateful to the sponsors who continue to support this program and make it available to other young people who want to have a future within the industry.
The application process, the roundtables, and the networking, I gained a lot of confidence from that program and took it forward to then applying for different jobs, networking in that capacity as well. I now work for FCC as the Southern Alberta Ag Transition Specialist, and to me it's no surprise that that opportunity came when I had strengthened my resumes and could speak to those experiences.
The Cattlemen's Young Leaders Program became bigger and more established within the beef industry than I ever imagined. When it came to putting something together that would potentially help the industry in leaps and bounds, we all came together to do that.
Not only have we fostered a great pool of young people and young leaders that have gone on to do great things already in our industry, but also the senior statespeople in our industry being able to hear from the next generation about what the future could look like. So I think CYL has done an outstanding job creating diversity of thought, adding opportunity for young people, and most importantly, advancing the business of agriculture in this country.